Well, it's been only about 5 more days of being in Angeles now, and normally I'm not a drinker, um, and honestly, I'm a little bit introverted too, believe it or not, through I do these blogs and everything else. But it's been a while for the last 3 days or so because we've had like um, three major family events. I first went with Evelyn to meet, have a class reunion. Then we had a, one of my daughters, um, excuse me, one of my son's wives. I celebrated her birthday, and they did that here, and they had about 15 people and about 45 bottles of Red Horse and about another, you know, 3 or 4 bottles of spirits too, and a karaoke machine. Hey, you can't be in the Philippines without a karaoke machine and have a party. Or that's the way it seems. Um, I'll tell you straight up, as you can hear from my voice, I'm not doing any singing this trip. Uh, and I'm not a big fan of karaoke, but hey, you do what the locals do. That's the way it is. Excuse me. Anyways, so they had a party till late, and I mean, really late, like 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning. And unfortunately, the karaoke machine was located directly below my bedroom with Evelyn and I, and they had it really cranked up. Um, they did turn it down after a while, thank goodness, and eventually everyone was tired enough to go home. But I have to say, it was a very successful party. And finally, uh, well, not finally, actually, about 3 days ago, I turned 57, so 3 more years till I retire and I move here to the Philippines, to Angeles. So I really didn't want a big thing, so I ended up with a cake and hugs from all my family members, and that was what I wanted, and I didn't want any surprises, and that's what I got. Yay! And then uh, my daughter, who and her husband, who this is their place, had my daughter had her birthday, and they're also celebrating their wedding anniversary. So they rented out a villa. Uh, for those of you who don't know what a villa is, they have them all over the Philippines. If you go on a vacation in the Philippines, you usually, but not always, you go to a resort. But a resort in here is a little bit different than, say, in the USA or elsewhere. What it is it can either be a private party or you can be part of an actual larger resort. Normally, what it comes with is a swimming pool, a large outside table with an awning or overall roofing, and then you get uh, basically a bunkhouse and a kitchen. Uh, Sometimes a refrigerator, sometimes not, but definitely several places for sleeping. It's pretty much bring your own food, alcohol, and utensils, but um, it works pretty well. I've done this once before here, and I'll tell you what, uh, the Philippines, when the people are happy and they will take any excuse for a party, and a party is the time to be drinking and drinking heavily. Oh my gosh. I think I drank, well, maybe half of a fifth of brandy, premium brandy. But yeah, somehow I managed to survive and outlast almost everybody else, which seems to be something I do. Wasn't trying to, but for me, it kind of was a little awkward at first. I wasn't fitting in. They were playing card games that I didn't know, and they were smoking, and that's another thing that I don't. And with sore throat, that's just set off a lot of coughing. So we also had, this is a family event. Besides, we had about maybe 20 adults, but we had like 20 children too. Um, Mostly young. I mean, everything from babies up to maybe about 7 years old. That's just where we are in our family lives. So everyone was everywhere. But later on, it kind of became much more informal, and then I kind of joined the conversations, and from there it was just talking and drinking for about 5 hours. Oh yeah, just to, just to kind of make an impression and break the ice. Uh, I actually jumped in the pool with all my clothes on and this cowboy hat. I'm really glad it's vinyl because it didn't, the water didn't ruin it. And yeah, that got everybody's attention, and that really you know, uh, got everyone to kind of look and say, "Hey, include me, please." So that's how that went. Also, uh, like a lot of countries, these parties is lots of alcohol and lots of food. Oh my gosh! I mean, a lot of like Sig Sig and Caldera and a few others I can't name, but kind of some other interesting things like hot dogs with marshmallows. I think those are more for the kids, but yeah, hot dogs are good. Anyways, usually there's not a lot of non-alcoholic drinks, so but there is uh, water, treated water. So in this place, it actually was a water cooler with the jug, with the 5 gallon jug sitting on top. Other times, in the Philippines, you use these large 10 gallon, or I can't. I mean, I can't tell you what it is uh, in metric, but anyways, so uh, whether I'm at home or out, that's the only water I drink. I mean, the water is somewhat safe here, but not always. So I just make it a fact to use the bottled water, or excuse me, bottled water or water that has been purified uh, specifically for drinking. And that's really easy to get here, by the way. So, and it doesn't cost that much. And any place normally has that. I think that's about it. Oh, I should mention I really did not get a hangover. I was kind of a little slow the next morning, but I made it. Anyways, just kind of sitting back, enjoying it, just trying to finish up, what we need to do here. We've already started packing for the trip, as you can see the suitcases there. Anyway, so I'm gonna miss the setup. I'll tell you what. You see this chair? This chair is so nice. I'm sorry, I'm trying to angle this camera here and not working perfectly. But wow, this thing is adjustable in like 7 different ways. Another thing I found interesting, this desk is also serious gamer stuff here. Oops, excuse me. I'm showing you the desk here. There's the computer. There's the desk. And here's a nice little feature I found. See that? That's a hook for your headphones. Over here, there's something for your water, or beer, or whatever your flavor is for that. We've also bought a serious gamer headset, and I use these. In fact, I like these so much, I bought a pair to take home to the USA, and you'll be going to see me using these on some of the blogs because, well, the audio quality is very good and the microphone quality is very good. So if I'm doing blogs, that's going to be my main setup there. Well, we're up to the 11-minute mark here, so I really, really need to end this blog. If you're still watching, great. And please rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.